What's up, gang? We have another video today. Back in November, it's January. The holidays got me a bit distracted. Actually, I think this ended the 12th. Okay, never mind. We're good. So December 12th, so not quite a month. We're good. I asked you guys to create a combiner for season 1. So I have this little image here, but basically the combiners started coming out in Season 2 with New Vestroia. We had the Maxus set, so Maxus Drago and Maxus Helios. And then we had the Destroyers and the Colossus version. So Gundalian Invaders obviously got Dragonoid Colossus, Derak Colossus, and the Mectanium Surge got Dragonoid Destroyer and Mectavius Destroyer. I've done reviews on all these. Most people are pretty familiar with what these look like. But there wasn't a combiner for Season 1, and I thought, why not have you guys try and come up with a combiner? Get creative with it. The rules were pretty simple. Basically, you need to draw or create a mock-up of your combiner, explain how it functions, what moves it has, all that stuff, and you could do good guys or bad guys. Now, I did skim through this, and not quite everyone did it exactly how the rules displayed it, but nonetheless, we're going to go through these and see what you guys cooked up. Because I thought this was a really creative idea, and I want to see what you all have. So, I mean, we do definitely have a lot of these, so Fortis submitted this, but just, like, the idea that you can, like, stack Bakugan on top of each other, which I think is pretty creative in the sense that we kind of get this with Altair and, like, Wired and stuff like that, and some of the other trap concept Bakugan, but it'd be cool to see how that plays out in Season 1, where you have like nothing to really work with, so you have to find unique ways to combine them. So next up we have one by Geopelia. It says, my idea is that Infinity and Silent Core are similar to the Bakugan Drathron. So essentially the Bakugan start off as like regular Naga and, you know, Ultimate Dragonoid, but when they're opened, they turn into Infinity and Silent Naga. And then the idea is that it would make them larger, so like Drathron. I'll put up a picture of Drathron. It's a Bakutech support piece. But you basically, like, it makes them larger, which I think is unique. And they get extra G power, so that's pretty cool. Being able to, like, roll and throw them open and they get larger. So I'd like to see how that would work in a toy form, but, like, for even the show, I think that's pretty unique. It says, if you use them as support pieces, you have the ability to attempt and roll to open them as a bonus action each turn. They also have associated cards that give 2 extra shots when played. They are not exactly proper combiners, but fit into the season one pretty well without breaking the story. I agree. I think that Infinity and Silent Naga weren't incorporated, and they weren't ever made. And so, well, Infinity was made, but you know what I mean. It'd be cool to incorporate them this way. And people are talking about how it's very similar to, like, Dynamax, which it is, or like Gigantamax or whatever from Pokemon, which is a really cool idea of how that would work. So Adrian submitted here, not sure if it counts as a combine or a fusion, but, like, again, the concept of being able to combine your Bakugan to make them stronger, right? So they're not just battling on the cards together, but they're actually, like, fused in a sense, I guess, which is still a unique idea. I really like this one back here with Oberus and Fear Ripper. That's probably my favorite. Fear Ripper looks like a cannon of some sort. That's great. Oh, this one's actually pretty good with Clayf back here too. Nice, nice. Secatron All-Star Frostburn said, I guess we know the best Season 1 combination. I've reacted to this one. I mean, obviously, I'm in the clip. Like the Fear Ripper circle, Infinity Fear Ripper or something like that is pretty cool. I'm pretty sure there's a clip somewhere of a Fear Ripper, like, launching through this hole right here. That's really funny. Ruler of Despia, the ultimate Bakugan. So basically the concept is, what if Drago and Hydronoid fuse together in their final fight to take down Naga, okay? The gameplay is, if you perform a double stand with Alpha Hydronoid and Infinity Dragonoid, they'd fuse together, becoming a dual attribute Bakugan that would gain 2 G bonuses so long as they're different attributes, okay? And the printed G power and their Gs are added together. So example would be Pyrus and Darkus with the example G power of 680 plus 380 equals 1060. Ridwood Crier actually releasing them in Battle Brawlers, but I digress. Yeah, I mean, that's cool. Like, again, a really cool idea for, like, a fusion or a combiner is, like, what if we could do this? Like, what would this look like? Would it be like Drago with, like, the bottom half being, like, the Saw and Hydronoid, and then Drago's head and, like, wings, maybe? That'd be a cool one to draw. Interesting. I like how it's, oh, that's a unique way to like put it on there too. Okay. Tusky submitted a design for combiners, and here are the components. So we've got Drago here, a unique, completely different established Bakugan design here for Drago. We've got one for Hydronoids. This is like a 4-headed Hydronoid, which is really cool. Got the ball form as well. A Tigrera. A Skyrus, which looks super unique. It's very different looking. Preyas, which this design for Preyas is pretty cool. It's kind of like, it's not Minx Elfin. What is it? The Mutant Elfin with the spinner. I like it. Gorum. Nice. And then Wyvern we've got, which is super cool to see Wyvern in there. But it says the names are respectively Inferno Dragonoid, Apex Hydronoid, Saber Tigrera, Sonic Skyrus, Roulette Preyas, which makes a lot of sense, Aegis Gorum, and Infinity Wyvern. So Tusky made a combiner here of what it would look like with them all smashed together, which I like it a lot. This is really cool, like really cool concept. So we've got Drago, Tigrera and Skyrus are the arms. I like how they transform. Preyas and Gorum are the feet. Hydronoid appears to be like the body. Maybe a little bit of the tail, not sure. And then Wyvern is like the back piece, so probably more likely the tail. This is cool. I want to see the ruling for this. I'm not sure if there's a ruling. Basically, it was like, what if Wyvern were to use the Infinity Core to give each of the Bakugan one more evolution and the ability to combine not only, but design Drago and Wyvern in such a way they can actually swap places on the combiner. Oh, so they can switch. Ooh, that's unique. I like that. See, this is something I could see happening. Like, this one's very realistic. All right, the Nameless submitted an idea when a double stand occurs. So basically, when they double stand occurs, you don't combine them, but it works as the original rules. Okay. The rules for this mode are when you combine the two Bakugan and a battle occurs with the opponent, you have to decide which G power to use of the two Bakugans. For the bonuses, you get the opposite Bakugan's bonus. Ooh, okay. If both your Bakugan have the same attribute, you can only get the opposite attribute bonus. The combination has to be stable. If the combination breaks, then both Bakugan lose half their G power, but the rest of the G power combines to become 1 G power. For example, 200 G power and 500 G power originally. When the formation breaks, oh, you lose it. Okay. And it gains the bottom Bakugan's attribute. Oh, so they're like stacked. I understand. Okay, so you literally stack them on top of each other, and if they can't balance or fall apart, you don't get the bonus. Ooh, so this is like actually playable. You could realistically play this because they're all on top of each other, and if they fall while you're placing them on, so you have to be good at combining them. Interesting. I like that a lot. Interesting. I'm not sure how Monarch is just on there. Stinglash seems to be a pretty safe one. Oh, wow. Look at that. Huh. Interesting. Okay. I like that. I like that a lot. Like, that's really playable. Let's see. Vecron says, I made these two ball forms a while back and decided to make the combined form. Let's take a look here. So, basically... So, it's a combination of Centurier and Druman. Interesting. Oh, so it's like halved. I got it. And there's another one here. Oh, interesting. Oh, there's a couple of them I'm unfamiliar with, but okay. So are these interesting? So it's like they're left to soak in the Doom Dimension. They start mutating some. Interesting. Okay. And then these are Vulture, Falconeer, Chimera Griffin, and Dishonored Siege. So this is like... Oh, that's cool. So that's Siege, I guess. Falconeer. And then this one... Oh, they combine too. And this is Griffin. Ooh, so like they're tainted. I like that a lot. Okay. Okay, Alice here says, as a kid, I always imagined Terraclaw would combine with Fear Ripper to get bigger claws. Nice. Yeah, this combination makes sense. You can get the Metal Fencer there as well. Ooh, this is like painted metallic pink. I like that. Interesting. Yeah, I feel like having a lot of like the evolution concepts for Fear Ripper 2 even have like the claws getting bigger. So that's nice to see. Oh, and then our last piece, Tusky here left us with, is the monster form drawing of all those combined Bakugan to give us this, which looks really cool. So you can imagine this would be blue, probably orange, white, then green. Drago, of course, is red, probably fusing in with some purple black for Hydronoid, and then Wyvern's wings in the back. That is so cool looking. That is really, really awesome. All right, guys, and that is all the submissions we have today. Sorry for the delay on this one. The holidays really got the best of me, but thank you all for submitting, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video. My name is Jesse, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace out.